Hello, this is Tracy from Life Improvement. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about how you can improve self-confidence and self-respect. But first, before we go any further, let's just establish something. It's okay to appreciate yourself. It's okay to love yourself. All right? Good. Now we've got that out of the way, we can talk about self-confidence and self-respect. So in certain cultures and society, it's considered selfish to appreciate yourself. People have this sort of excuse me or pardon me for being type attitude. You know, like when someone bumps into you and you said sorry when it was actually their fault. Oh, sorry. No, sorry. No, my fault. You know, the kind of thing. It's polite. Yeah. And I know because I do it too. So then we have self-love and self-appreciation, and they're very much related to self-confidence. If your opinion of yourself is low, then how can you project a confident you? The opposite would be a you that totally appreciates yourself and you love yourself. So how do you think that projects to another? Now, can you remember a time when your self-confidence was high? You knew what you could do. You had confidence in your dreams. Maybe it was when you first left college, or maybe it was as long ago as when you were a 6-year-old playing dress up and telling your dolls what to do. Do you remember when you first doubted yourself? When you told others you didn't have confidence to do something? You know, like, I'm not very good at that, or no, I can't do that, that kind of thing. Another thing about self-confidence is when you seek approval from others. If you're totally confident in yourself, why would you need approval from someone else? You know, when you're out shopping with your partner, you try on a dress and then you say to them, well, do you like it? You know, you're seeking their approval. But what if you were totally confident in yourself and your decisions? You wouldn't ask, you'd just buy it, wouldn't you? And in this modern day social media driven society, people are often asking for approval. Like, how many likes did my Instagram post get? Why didn't anyone like my Facebook post? You can't help but look at the likes. And then, of course, there are those people who go over the top with selfies, dressing themselves up with tons of makeup until they look nothing like their true selves. This, in my opinion, is not self-confidence either. Another factor is being judged by others. Someone says something to you that makes you feel less confident. Sometimes these remarks are very subtle and you might not even notice, but nevertheless, they make you feel slightly less confident. Something like, you know, when you've spent an hour getting ready, are you sure you want to go out looking like that? Or you've just had your hair cut and you've got this lovely new style. And someone says to you, wouldn't your hair look better if it was tied back? Or great one for artists, you know, you've just spent a whole week creating something beautiful and you feel really proud of it. And somebody says, I like your painting, but don't you think it would be better if, you know, like you used yellow or pink or orange? Do you get the idea? So can you think of some examples where this has happened to you, where you're being judged by others? And how did that make you feel? Make you feel less confident? Mindset has a lot to do with confidence. When you were younger, you were probably more likely to put forth the idea that you were a certain way and you had the confidence to carry this off. You had dreams. But as you got older and things didn't go quite that way, you dreamed less and less. But it all starts in the mind. It's all about, what do you think about yourself? Competence affects self-confidence. Might not be something you've thought about, but when you're really good at something, have you noticed how it affects your confidence? Let's say you're a hairdresser and you know all about cutting hair. You feel confident that you're going to do a good job, right? But what about if you had to dye someone's hair, but you weren't trained in colors yet, but you did it anyway? How confident would you feel? Think of an example where you know how to do something and how that makes you feel as regards self-confidence. Are you more confident because you know how to do it? Have a think of some examples. So how do we go about improving self-confidence? Well, the first step is to believe in yourself. You have to appreciate yourself. You have to love yourself. And one of the ways of doing this is using positive affirmations. Here's just a few, but you can make up your own quite easily. I am confident. I am happy within myself. My abilities are high. My dreams are worthwhile. Just pick something like that and say it to yourself every day. You know, you can just say it a few times a day. You can say it out loud. You can just say it looking at yourself in the mirror. Whatever is your favorite. And affirm this to yourself. The second step would be to actively appreciate yourself and acknowledge the wins in your life. Now, over the last few months, every day I try to remember to look in the mirror and say to myself, hello, beautiful. And it really is powerful. It really does make me feel uplifted. Why don't you try it yourself? In fact, why don't you stop the video just right now, stand in front of the mirror and say, hello, beautiful. Say it to yourself or just say it out loud if you like. The trick is to do it at least once a day. I usually do it in the morning when I'm getting ready, moisturizing my face, and sometimes other parts of the day when I catch myself in the mirror. The third step would be to stop criticizing yourself to yourself, which is something we all do so easily. No, you're looking in the mirror and you go, oh my God, look at the bags under my eyes. I look like crap today. Or I'm so fat, I need to lose weight. Don't do it. It is so bad for you. It does so much harm to your self-respect, and you need to respect yourself, not disrespect yourself. It starts with you. Instead, notice something positive, like my eyes look good today, or I'm having a good hair day today, or I don't know, my skin is really soft. Anything that's a positive rather than a negative. Just focus on the positive. And the more you focus on the positive, the more things appear that are good. It's kind of like a little magic trick. Fourth, become more competent. If you don't feel confident in what you do, then do some courses so you get better at it, or get some help. If you're doing something at work and you don't know how to do it, ask someone to show you. You know, when you start a new job, quite often you're trying to figure out how to do things and you don't feel that confident, which is when it's a good time to ask for help. Fifth, last one, dream your dreams. When you were younger, you had dreams. Maybe you even have dreams now, but perhaps they're sitting there on the back shelf. Well, the more dreams you have, the more likely, and the more attention you put on them, the more likely they are to come true. So dig them out, dust them off. You can write them in a journal. You could buy a nice little notebook for yourself to write down your dreams, because they are your dreams and you deserve to have them. It doesn't matter what someone else thinks. Maybe they say to you, oh, that's impossible to achieve. But just put that aside, write them down on paper and start visualizing the outcome and how it will be when you've achieved those dreams. I don't know, maybe you want to lose 30 pounds of weight. Visualize how it will be when you've done that, not the fact that you've got all this weight that you've got to lose. Or if you want to achieve, I don't know, maybe you want to go run a marathon. That's your dream. You've always wanted to run a marathon. Maybe it seems impossible, but if you start with the small steps and work towards it, you'll get there. So I'll just leave you with this. Love yourself. You are beautiful. If you want any more information about self-care, self-confidence, stress relief, and more, then visit www.lifeimprovement.co.uk. And as I said at the beginning, my name's Tracy, and I'm from Life Improvement.